Welcome back. So we will start from here. How does steroid hormone influence the cellular activities? These are the options. The answer is option number 2, binding to DNA and forming the gene hormone complex. So such questions are actually easy if you remember 3 important points. Number 1, the type of hormone receptor. Is it membrane bound or is it intracellular receptor? Point number 2, when hormone binds to receptor, this complex, whether it enters or does not enter the cell. And third point, what happens after the formation of hormone receptor complex? Whether second messengers are formed or whether the complex interacts with the genome. These 3 points will give you the clarity. What are receptors? They are protein molecules to which hormone binds. Certain receptors are found on the cell membrane and these are called membrane bound receptors. The other category are called intracellular receptors. They are found on the organelles inside the cell. And most of them are nuclear receptors. Hormones for intracellular receptors are those that can easily pass through the cell membrane, the steroid and iodothyronin. On the other hand, membrane-bound receptors include amino acid derivatives like epinephrine and peptide, polypeptide and protein hormones like insulin, glucagon, pituitary and hypothalamic hormones. In this case, hormone receptor complex does not enter the cell. The hormone enters the cell and the hormone receptor complex enters the nucleus. Binding of hormone to receptor triggers formation of second messengers in the cytoplasm. These are CAMP, inositol triphosphate, which is called IP3, and calcium ions. These bring about the physiological changes. In case of steroid and thyroid hormones, the hormone receptor complex interacts with the genome and it directly regulates gene expression or chromosome functions. So with this background, now you can clearly understand why steroid does not affect the permeability or production of these second messengers. Okay, this is the right answer.